In a move that has sent shockwaves across the international community, Russia has struck a deal with Belarus to station tactical nuclear weapons on its soil. The move has raised concerns about a potential arms race in the region and the destabilizing effects it could have on global security. The agreement between the two countries has been in the works for some time now, with both sides citing the need to strengthen their defense capabilities against the perceived threat from the West. Russia has been increasingly wary of NATO's expansion towards its borders, and Belarus has been seeking greater security guarantees from its larger neighbor. The deployment of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus is seen as a clear message to NATO, which has been increasing its military presence in Eastern Europe over the past few years. Russia sees this as a direct threat to its security and has been taking steps to counter it. The deployment of nuclear weapons in Belarus is just the latest in a series of moves aimed at deterring NATO from taking any aggressive action against Russia. However, the move has not been received well by the international community, with many countries expressing concern about the escalation of tensions in the region. The deployment of nuclear weapons in Belarus is seen as a dangerous and provocative move that could lead to a catastrophic arms race between Russia and NATO. The United States, in particular, has been vocal in its opposition to the move, calling on Russia to reconsider its decision. The U.S. sees the deployment of nuclear weapons in Belarus as a direct threat to its own security, and has vowed to take steps to counter it. The deployment of nuclear weapons in Belarus also raises questions about the effectiveness of existing arms control agreements. The Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, INF, which banned the deployment of intermediate-range missiles in Europe, was signed by the US and Russia in 1987. However, both countries have accused each other of violating the treaty in recent years, and it was eventually scrapped in 2019. It sends a message to other countries that nuclear weapons are still a vital component of a country's defense strategy, despite the progress made in nuclear disarmament in recent years. This could encourage other countries to pursue their own nuclear programs, leading to a potentially dangerous proliferation of nuclear weapons. In conclusion, the deployment of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus by Russia is a worrying development that has raised concerns about the stability of the region and the potential for a dangerous arms race. While Russia sees this as a necessary step to counter the perceived threat from NATO, it has been met with opposition from many countries, including the United States. The deployment of nuclear weapons in Belarus also raises questions about the effectiveness of existing arms control agreements and the wider implications it could have for global security. It is imperative that the international community works together to find a peaceful resolution to this crisis before it is too late.